Hi everyone, welcome to 90.8 Hills FM, Nagaland's first community radio station. This is your RJ Temsu. So our guest today is a celebrated artist in the makeup industry. Having had a passion for beauty and makeup early on in life, she has gone on to create countless looks for a number of diverse happy clients, and may I add, celebrity clients as well. From being featured in Femina and her brand featured in Vogue India, she is the go-to makeup artist, be it for bridal or fashion, and she is presently based in Dimapur, Nagaland. Starting out as a voluntary backstage makeup artist in fashion shows, to now being a well-known brand in the makeup industry, to creating her own beauty tools and makeup academy, she is the founder of Analia Beauty and Makeup by Annalia Academy. Please welcome the very beautiful and extremely talented Annalia Khekiho Zhimomi. Thank you, Anna, for being here in the studio with us.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for hosting me.
Lovely. I think all of us are really excited to get to know you even more.
I'm so excited to be here as well.
I believe this is your first interview with us.
Yes.
Now, you are a makeup artist, and I believe you are so much into travel as well. And I'm sure you have a number of other appointments. So I do wonder, what does your usual day look like? Can you tell us a day in the life of Annalia Zhimomi? How is it?
So my life really varies. Like during the winters, I'm just living in a suitcase. So I'm always traveling because I do a lot of destination weddings. So we're always like back to back traveling. There's no rest. But during the summertime, I take out time to like go on vacations because I believe like you only live once, so you have to not just earn money, but you got to spend some of it as well because you have to live your life. You never know when is the last day. But on a regular day, like I wake up, I just have my morning rituals. So I have my liquids, which I keep posting on my YouTube or my Instagram, just so that everyone else also follows because it's really good for your health. And then I just say my quick Bible quote for a minute. I'm a lazy prayer, so I pray, but I just pray fast. I think it's the thought and the heart, that counts.
That's true.
Yeah, but then I go to office. Sometimes I don't go to office, and I come back, and then I'm just like on my phone. My phone is like my office. So I'm always on my phone, like searching or just working on the phone. Yeah, that's what I do, and then I just create content during the summertime. But winter, like I said, it's just like traveling all the time for work.
I mean, how do you even get the time to do hobbies that you like other than makeup and traveling? Because you seem to be so occupied with work.
Yeah. So luckily, my hobby includes traveling and makeup. So also, like I said, my office is my office is my phone. So like I got used to like editing videos and pics on my phone. So like whenever I'm traveling for work, and we always travel like 5-6 hours by car especially. So when I'm in the car, I'm always editing my clips and all that. So office on the go.
Oh, wow, interesting. Your lives really do seem to be so interesting, I must say.
It's a very hectic, chaotic life, but exciting.
Indeed. Now, right now you're a very successful makeup artist. Right? In the makeup industry, you're a very well-known brand. If at all you had not made it big in this industry, was there ever a plan B?
I will say that definitely because of so many external factors, like like my education or my family background, and with God's grace, I am where I am today. But definitely, if I was not given all these external factors, I would be doing in the same line, maybe not at the level that I'm in right now, but definitely in the same line.
So it was always at the back of your mind to be a makeup artist?
Not really. So basically, I started at 23. So I didn't really want to be a makeup artist because that was not a accepted career, or no one even knew that existed. It was like a parlor thing or whatever people taught us that. And then once I did my master's from London in international management and marketing, I came back to India. I appeared for my civil services, but honestly, my heart wasn't there. But I did it for my dad's sake. But then I realized, I'm just wasting my time not doing what I want to do in life because I didn't want to be the kind of a person who earned a lot of money and just taking my workload home and unhappy, because I feel like my goal, not everyone's, but my goal in life is to be happy. Regardless of whether the happiness comes from your family, your love, your prayers, your career. But my goal was to be happy. And if I'm not going to be happy in my career, because that's where the 70% of a life goes, then I'm not going to be happy. That's why I decided I want to take my passion as my career. that's why I decided, okay, this I'm gonna like excel in makeup and make this my career. And I'm not kidding, like it's been like 12 years and I feel like it was just yesterday. I think when you love something so much, you just do give your 100% and you enjoy it, and then that's why you succeed also, I guess.
Yeah, so true. I mean, you're very fortunate to be doing what you love.
Yes,
Indeed,
for sure.
indeed.
Yes.
I understand that you had actually started out as a voluntary makeup artist backstage in fashion shows.
Yes, I did.
Can
I
you tell
did.
us a little bit about it, and how did it get from there to here?
So when I started as, yeah, I wasn't professional. I was just an amateur. So at that time, I was in. My sister Rebecca was studying her fashion marketing in London, in UK, and I was in London at that time. And she was working in an Earl's Court, and then I also was so into makeup, but like I said, it wasn't for professional purpose, and I just joined it for fun's sake. And so obviously, I was the sidey one, but it was a lot of fun, and I decided, oh my god, this is so much fun. So that's how I got my first, what do you say, my first, not break, but my first touch with the makeup industry. Yeah.
And how did it all get from there to here now? How
From
was it,
there,
the
then,
journey?
yeah, so from there, and then I came back to India, applied for my civil services. That didn't work out for me. Then I told my dad, just give me a chance to do what I want to do in life because I want to follow my passion. And then I started as a bridal makeup artist. No, I started as a makeup artist in the fashion industry. And I did it for 2-3 months, but that wasn't my forte because like I was working for 8 hours or 6 hours, and it was too painful for me. I mean, a lot of people like that, but that's just not my cup of tea. Also with the payments, it was like 2-3 months delay, or sometimes it was so less payment that I wasn't even getting paid and I would forget about it. Then I decided, then my first break was when my friend's friend hired me as a bridal makeup artist. And then when I did that, I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like I get my payments right on the day that she books my services, and I get my payment and I just work for 2 hours, and it was just so perfect. That's when I decided I should be a bridal makeup artist.
Thanks to instant payment.
Yeah, thanks to instant payments.
Now, you've had a number of opportunities to do makeup for a number of clients. But out of all, which one would you consider as your big break?
I would honestly say my big break was my first client that I just spoke about, because had I not had that client, that bride as my client, I would have not known what I wanted to do in life. But that first client, actually her name is Bhakti. So she made me realize, the booking made me realize that I want to be in the bridal makeup industry for a very long time. And that long time is like 12 years now.
Indeed, indeed. Now, I believe now you're doing bridal makeup, but you had done fantasy makeup, I guess? Or would you
Yes.
call it Halloween makeup?
Yeah, it's like avant-garde or fantasy, Halloween, yes, definitely. So when I started, there's so many talented people right now. And even when I train my students, like I tell them that if you are learning your makeup skills, makeup is not enough because there's so many talented people. You have to set yourself apart. So it's not just about makeup skills, but it's also about communication and showcasing your work out there, So when I started, I was doing different things just to catch the attention of my friends, then their friends of friends. So when you do like different drastic makeup, then people are interested in seeing it, right? That's how I was doing like transformation makeup. I even made my sister to call it Angelina Jolie. Yeah. And I became Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, I've seen the Jessica Rabbit. I cannot get it out of my mind now.
Yeah. So don't picture me. But I used to do a lot of transformation, and that my friends and the family, because when you start a career, it's your friends and family that sees it first, and then the word spreads. So I was getting a lot of attention with that kind of makeup, so it was encouraging me. So and I think that really helped me kickstart and show myself who I am. And then I started getting into bridals. Then I got busy, so I don't do much of that now. But I do teach Halloween makeup as well, time to time, when the Halloween season is coming.
One of my favorite, one of my favorite from the fantasy makeup that you do is Jessica Rabbit. And as soon as I saw that, I cannot get it out of my head. I believe like you kind of look like Jessica Rabbit now because of that.
Maybe this Halloween I'll make you Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So now you're doing bridal makeup and all that, right? So I'm sure you have a number of clients as well. Is there any memorable incidents with your clients that you still remember? Any funny incidents?
So I think so. Like there was this actually, there's so many memorable incidents, but there was one where I was booked in Jammu. And at that time, I took my friend Ashum with me. And then, basically at that time to Jammu, we were going by train. And then, oh my God, it's so funny because we went to the wrong train. We went to the wrong train and then the train started moving. And then because we went to our seats, it was different seats. I'm like, Ash, my God, we're in the wrong train. And then I told somebody, please pull the chain, and they were just staring. Then I took like my full energy and I just pulled the chain of the train tracks and the train stopped. That was too funny. And then but the thing is the train wasn't too far from the station. So then we took our luggages and we started walking on the tracks. And then, but that wasn't it.
With all the luggage.
Yeah, with makeup we traveled heavy. Wow. And then the police got us and we were just acting innocent. But yeah, we're just lost and all that. We're so confused. But then that wasn't it. Like after that happened, we got on the right train. We reached Jammu, but then we overslept. So when we overslept, again, Ash is like, Anna, we've already crossed the station. Oh my God. And the train, it's so unsafe. But at that time, we didn't think much, okay? And then the train was moving. It just started moving a little bit. And then Ash is like, Anna, jump. And I just jumped from the moving train. That was too funny. And then she started jumping and I fell down. I was like lying flat like a frog. And then she jumped after me. So that was really funny, scary, but memorable incident.
I swear, I cannot imagine you jumping off a train.
Oh God. She just like jump and I just jumped without thinking.
But you did manage to reach on time.
Yeah,
on time.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting.
That was a really funny incident, yeah.
Now, going by your Instagram updates, you seem to travel a lot as well. Like, you have
Yes.
a number of, I think you have an Instagram
A
handle
travel
as
page
well?
with my
Travel
sister
page,
Elika, yeah.
So, do you have any favorite places that you have not traveled to that you wish to travel?
Yes, I actually want to go to Croatia and I've never touched the US. I'm saving the US for my bachelorette if I ever get married. There's no groom, but the gown, everything is decided except the groom. But yeah, I'm saving the US and Europe. I love Europe. I have traveled extensively in Europe, but there are some countries which I haven't touched, so I really want to cover all of Europe. But Croatia is one country I really want to go.
Mm-hmm. Is there any interesting travel adventures that you'd like to share with us?
Well, I had I actually had the best time of my life this summer because I went to Barcelona. So basically, in the early summer, I had gone to the Nordic countries. I came back, then I went to Barcelona. I had gone for a week, but then something changed in my life, and I decided that I don't want to go back to India yet. I was just in my this eat, pray, love era, and I was just discovering myself as a person. Then I did my solo trips then. So I went to Florence, then I went to Bulgaria in a totally different country, like where I had no idea what's it about. So I had a really, really nice time like when I did my solo trip. I think it's important for a girl to do a solo trip. Of course, keeping in mind that you have to stay in the center areas so that you are safe. But that was the best time of my life.
Solo trip, that's so fascinating. I have never done a solo trip, but I really wish to.
Yeah, I think this summer changed my life actually.
Wow.
I look the same, but I'm a different person mentally.
No longer Jessica Rabbit. Is it? So, are there any cities that you have traveled to where you had expected so much, but it wasn't as expected?
Paris. Yeah,
I've
I
heard
think
that
it's
from a lot
overhyped.
of people. I wonder. I've not been there, so can you tell us a little bit, like, what is it about Paris that turns people off?
I think Paris is overhyped because of the Eiffel Tower and the Love City, because once you go there, like it's okay, it's beautiful, but like it's not like it's a very dirty place, very chaotic, lots of thieves. I remember once like we were in Eiffel
Seriously,
Tower.
thieves?
Yeah, me, Rebecca, and my 4 or 5 friends. We were just at night. Eiffel Tower is beautiful. Like there's this garden, like grass, whatever, and then the Eiffel Tower is there. So people do picnics over there. They sit below the Eiffel Tower. They drink and all. So it's mostly these like Indians and Banglas. They sell they sell like the kitchens and the alcohol and all. So we were sitting there. We were just lying on the floor and we put our legs up and we were facing the Eiffel Tower. And Rebecca, she's like, guys, this is the safest place in the world. And then suddenly we saw some Banglas were just taking our photos. Like, oh my God. So she just
Without
ruined
consent.
it. Yeah, it was too funny. And they were like, yeah, dekho. It was
Oh
so
my.
funny.
I think maybe they thought that you guys were not Indians as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because outside we don't look Indians. They think like, I don't know, we are Filipinos, Thai, whatever.
Have you had any experience where people have come up to you and taken pictures with you, thinking that you're not Indian within India?
Oh, no. Actually, I haven't had that experience.
So, since you have traveled quite extensively, and we have a number of travel enthusiasts these days, are there any travel tips that you like to give, especially for solo travel for girls?
For girls, yeah. So this was my first time that I actually did an actual solo trip. When I'm traveling alone, I don't get drunk alone. You can have a few drinks, but you gotta be safe because, like, say for example, in Bulgaria or in Florence, I was staying right in the city center because I don't want to take taxis or walk too far away in case something happens to me. So just make sure that you're staying in the center. You're always your network is always there. Your power bank, always have your power bank, and then you're safe and don't get drunk alone.
Indeed, that sounds very scary actually, however safe the place may be.
Yeah. For sure, there's some creeps out there,
True. How about a place that you would recommend that people have to travel to?
Let me think. I think Bulgaria. I think it's underrated. Like I went to Sofia. It's such a beautiful place. Like I thought it was going to be like very old, but like it's a very modern place, and the food is so cheap over there. So
Cheap?
yeah, like
Food, wow.
food and like drinks. Like if you go for dinner, like it's like 1/3 the price what you would spend in India. Yeah,
Is
in
that
normal
cheap, huh?
restaurants. Yeah, it was amazing.
Are you a foodie?
Totally. I love, but when I say foodie, I don't like every kind of food. I love like Naga food. Naga food is my favorite. Then comes Indian food and then Thai food.
If you had to pick one food item that you would be willing to have for the rest of your life.
Smoked pork akhane. For sure. I can have that every meal.
For life.
For life. That is sticky akhane.
I must say you're making my mouth water a little bit.
I'm a Sumi girl after all. What do you expect?
So, dear listeners, I hope you are enjoying the conversation so far. We shall be taking a short break, but stay tuned with us. We shall be back with a very beautiful Annalia. Hi listeners, welcome back. You are still tuned into 90.8 Hills FM, Nagaland's first community radio station. We are in conversation with Annalia. So Anna, we have been talking about your makeup journey, your travel adventures. I believe you have your own range of beauty tools as well. You have created your own range of beauty tools known as Analia Beauty. Now, out of all the beauty tools that you have created, which is your personal favorite?
I mean, like, I can't live without my lashes. Today I'm wearing a baby doll. But otherwise, I mean, I love the contour brush because I have very chubby cheeks, so I need to contour my face. So yeah, number 2, the contour brush, I cannot do without because it just sculpts my face. And us Asians, most of us, we have quite heavier cheeks.
Oh, is it?
I mean, not you. You're blessed with amazing features. Sharp nose, thin face.
When I read about makeup, I keep reading that Asian faces are not meant for heavy makeup. Right? What is your opinion on that?
I would disagree. Like when they say heavy now, I mean, maybe they said that because the skin, we are blessed with amazing skin. Obviously, I'm not talking about the ones who's eaten smoke pork too much and have pigmentations, not about those people. But otherwise, Asians, yeah, because we do have good skin. So yes, like even for me, I believe in applying less base. But eye makeup, like I'm all about the eye makeup. I need to contour my face. I need to do eyes because. But there's some people like for example, my sister, she looks good with minimal makeup, minimal eye makeup, and just red lips. So it depends from base to base, from person to person on the features.
We can't really generalize it, right?
Yeah,
You can't say
exactly.
all Asians
Yeah,
don't look good in makeup.
exactly. Because though you're Asian, so am I, but we look. Our
Different.
features are totally different.
Indeed, yeah, true. Besides your personal brand of beauty tools,
Yeah.
what are the makeup tools that you love using? Any personal favorites?
The tools in my brand, I have all the tools. That's why I use only my tools. But otherwise, Mac brushes are something which I really like. Even when I come up with my brand, the quality that I compare myself is to like Smashbox and Mac. But the only difference is that like one Mac brush is equal to 3 brushes in Analia Beauty. So the goal is to provide luxury quality at the most affordable price. Because why I started also is because like when I started as an artist, I realized that the tools are so expensive, and if I cannot buy all the tools, then how will other people who are financially not as strong as me buy when you start, right? That's why I wanted to like cater to this gap in the market. That's the reason why I came up with Analia Beauty, just so that we can provide the luxury quality at the most affordable price. Because to have excellent makeup, you need excellent tools, and of course technique.
So your beauty tools, if people were to buy your beauty tools, from where can they purchase it?
We are available in 4 stores in Dimapur. Also, we have a store in Viva Complex. So with Analia Beauty, it's a very unique model where we have like stores where we can showcase our products, and the other customers can buy from us. Also, we have like a warehousing in Delhi and Nagaland. So we're trying to like make shipping easy for our customers. So it takes 24 to 48 hours. So you can buy online as well, Analia.beauty. And then of course we have our training centers.
So we can purchase beauty tools from
Anywhere.
Now, what, in your opinion, what are the 3 basic makeup items that a person should never ever leave home without?
Okay, I would say lip tint, or like not a lip tint or some tinted lip balm. Because okay, so when I'm doing makeup, like, or when I'm not, if I have nothing on, somebody's coming to meet me and I have 2 seconds, I need the lip, because that's what I put on my lips and cheeks, just so that there's some life on my face, that. And I cannot, because I'm Asian, I have less hair on my face, I cannot live without doing my eyebrows. If not, I feel very like empty. So eyebrows for sure, lip tint, and mascara.
So I believe if I ask you, what are the 3 items that we will find in your bag if we were to rummage it? Will it be those 3?
So basically, there was lip tint. Mascara, I'll do applied, so I don't carry that. Yeah, but you will see, actually, you'll see a sponge, because when you sweat, you can't use your hand or napkin, otherwise you look very patchy. So you need a good sponge to dab the sweat so your makeup is in place. But otherwise, it would be like eyebrow product, your mascara, lip tint. That's when you look fresh. That's like instant 2-second makeup.
Good advice for me and for all the listeners and viewers. Now in Instagram, we have a growing number of beauty profiles these days. So is there any particular beauty profile that you follow or you would recommend to follow? Are there any celebrities who are into makeup that you enjoy following?
I actually, honestly, I don't really, because like, not just celebrities, but even some of my students that I have trained, I feel like I learn from them so much. Like, I've taught them certain basic stuff, and then they branch out, they do their own. So when I see their profiles as well, I really like learn a lot from them as well. But otherwise, when I started, there's this makeup artist, Wayne Goss. I really learned a lot from him, the basic skills. So I think you guys should YouTube Wayne Goss. He's really, really good. Like, because on Instagram, there's so much like viral videos, but it doesn't really show like the actual makeup. But I think it's really important to know. I feel like makeup is like maths, you have to know the formula, the basics, then you can create any look. So I think Wayne Goss is something you guys should Google if you're into makeup.
On Instagram, right?
Oh, YouTube, yeah. Instagram, yeah.
So on Instagram, we have a number of people giving beauty advice to men and women. There are so many do's and don'ts, and sometimes it gets very confusing for us people who are not do not have that much information about makeup. So for you as a makeup artist, can you give some beauty advice for men and women to follow?
I think the most important is like when you simplify makeup or your skincare routine. So if you are following some content creator, you have to see if that content creator has your skin type or your facial features, if they're teaching about makeup, or because you just can't, like, for example, like a curvy girl cannot wear balloon dress, right? So you have to see if her skin type is like your same, but I think the most important beauty advice is like to never forget to wash your face every night, because if you don't wash your face, it will accelerate the aging process of your skin. And also wear sunscreen. I can't even emphasize on how important it is to wear sunscreen, whether you're indoors or outdoors, because sun is something which will really accelerate the aging process of your skin. Even if you're indoors, some people believe they don't have to wear sunscreen. But the thing is, if you're indoors, your skin is protected from the burning rays, but not from the aging rays. UVA, not UVB, right? So that is worse than UVB rays, because burning, you can somehow fix it, but aging, you cannot. So you have to apply sunscreen all the time. Of course, not at night.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that, for mentioning about sunscreen, because I've come across a number of, like you've said, content creators who have talked about sunscreen being not important. As in, like, it's just a scam
No,
or
no, it's really,
scam by the
really
pharmaceutical
important.
industry, something like that.
Yeah, it's really, and especially even like when you're getting your nails done, the fake nails done, your hand is under that UV lights, so you have to apply sunscreen.
Oh,
That's really important.
yeah.
Yes, and that I learned from my sister
Oh.
because it's cancerous, so you need to apply sunscreen.
Oh, good advice.
50
Good
SPF
advice.
plus.
Minimum 40 mark for especially.
Yeah.
How about brides? Like, what kind of things do you want brides to remember before they approach you for makeup?
Yeah, I need brides to remember that the makeup has to be realistic. So when they show me pictures, a makeup artist should always make it clear to the bride, that Instagram, they use filters and edits. So it has to be realistic makeup. If somebody has like a bumpy skin or some dented skin, you cannot flatten it because makeup is not cement. The job of a makeup artist is to make the skin flawless. If you have birthmarks, pigmentations, yes, the makeup artist can conceal it, but the makeup artist cannot flatten the skin and cement the skin. So it has to be realistic. Also, when you're coming with reference photos, make sure that the client or the reference photo looks a little like you, similar features, like somebody who has hooded eyes. That makeup reference cannot come with somebody who has almond shape eyes because it's going to look different on each eye shape. So you have to be a little realistic.
How about after the makeup process? Is there anything that some things that brides should
Yes.
not do? Or should do?
Never scratch your face ever, even if it's HT or airbrush, never. So what I do is I give the client should carry like a toothpick or like a fat pin. So when it's itching your face, just poke it a little bit. So that way it's satisfying and your makeup won't get spoiled. You also need to carry your sponge with you because if you kind of sweat, then you gotta dab it, and always carry your lipstick the same shade as your lip color. Just carry it with you. And tissue paper, make it in a triangle. And if you cry, I'm sure all the brides mostly cry, so make it in the triangle shape and just put the tip of the triangle on your tear duct area.
Those are all free advice, by the way. I hope you're noting it down. You also have your own academy, Makeup by Annalia Academy.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
So the idea why I came up with the academy was because I wanted to share my skills with my people. So right now the goal of right now we've trained about 180 women so far. So I think it's really empowering because these women are so enthusiastic. They come from different districts and some have come from outside of Nagaland as well, but most of these women, they have different professions as well. Like some are teachers, some are nurse, some are lawyers, and some are not doing anything. But I think it's really important because it really helps you be confident. I think makeup, it boosts your confidence level. Of course, it's not to hide your insecurities, but to boost your confidence. Plus, it's a really, really good additional income to what you are currently already earning. I will say this again, like the salary is quite less in Nagaland. Obviously, the standard of living also as compared to other states. But say what a waitress can earn in a month if you are trained as a professional bridal makeup artist. That's what you earn in 2 hours. So that is amazing because you can have a permanent job and then you can take freelance assignments as well. You take half day off and you can do that. So I think it's really, really empowering. That's what I want to help my state in generating employment for themselves. So that's the goal.
If one is really good at it, then it's good money,
It's really, really good, yes. And there's so many girls. What I try to do is like, because there's so many enthusiastic girls, so I always like promote all my students so that they also get clients through me or through the work. I mean, when I say through me, it's not because of me, it's because they're so talented and I just give them a platform and I just show it and then people will just book them.
So fascinating and very interesting that you are already part of the process in Nagaland where you are giving employment to people. You're one of the clock ambassadors.
That's the idea. Actually, there's so many people that I look up to, in Nagaland itself. So my goal is to help in contribute something in the skill sector development.
Indeed. Now, if one were to approach the academy, or if someone is interested in taking classes, how can they approach you?
So there is a number that we've given in the academy page, Makeup by Annalia Academy. So they can contact that number there directly, or they can come to the page, Makeup by Annalia Academy.
But I believe there are batches, right? We can't just take classes
No.
anytime.
So yeah, for professional bridal makeup course, there are badges. The current badge is going to happen on 22nd to 30th August. But if it's like a personal class, one-on-one personal class never happens for bridal makeup artist. It happens for like self-grooming. That is anytime, but depending on the client and my availability. Otherwise, we do take like 1 day course, 2 day course for self makeup group courses.
Or group courses.
Yeah, but then again, that's like a given date.
That would depend on your availability as well.
Yeah, like I set up a date and then they can enroll in the specific dates.
Oh. So not just not just professional bridal
Yeah.
makeup, you also offer classes for self makeup.
Yes, because I think it's really important to invest in yourself and look beautiful.
Very true. All of us should learn at least a little bit of basic makeup, right? Be it men or women.
Yeah, it's so empowering. Actually, the other day, like 3 women from Mahila band, they came and like it was so nice because they're all in the police and all and like they're still taking out time and their mothers and they're taking out time for their own self, and that's so important.
True. Your job profile is so exciting.
Yeah, I meet people from different backgrounds and it's so interesting. Like I've had, some people are so enthusiastic. I've had mothers come on breastfeeding and they're coming to learn makeup. It's so nice to see the enthusiasm.
I'm sure they must be coming to you because you're already doing a good job as it is.
I'm trying.
They're coming to you.
I'm trying.
So, Anna, we have a section known as Get to Know the Artist section.
Okay.
Of course, you've already willingly shared so many things about you, but our listeners would like to get to know you a little bit more.
Sure. I'm an open book.
So, very simple questions.
All right.
The one lipstick shade that you wear the most often?
It is actually, I'm carrying with me right now. It's actually sleep. What was it? Pillow Fight from Nike. The lip liner. I do as my lipstick as well, and then I put a lip balm on top. That is a beautiful lip liner. I think every Naga girl must get it because that suits her skin tone.
Is it from Nike?
Yeah.
Can you please repeat it again?
It's called Pillow Fight. Pillow Talk. Pillow Fight.
Pillow Fight, and you can purchase it on
Nike.
Nike.
Yeah, that's a beautiful lip color.
Are you a diamond person or a pearl person?
I'm a diamond person, but I'm very minimalistic. Like even like for me, I just wear this earring which I'm just wearing, and I don't change it. It's just like stuck. My mom gifted me this, so and I just wear this permanently. I don't wear much jewelry, if you see.
How about shoes? Heels, flats, or sneakers?
Flats and sneakers. For me, I have a broken leg actually, so I have like 3 screws in my ankle, so I cannot wear heels. So I wear flats.
I mean, you cannot wear heels at all, is it?
I can wear a little bit, but like it's uncomfortable, So I'm a very confident short girl who wear flats.
I mean, you're so beautiful. I think people must not be even thinking about.
No, please, please no.
How about clothing? What is your favorite piece of clothing that you own?
I live by leggings and bodycons. I just love wearing leggings. It's just so comfortable and so easy, and I'm always on the go. So yeah, thick leggings where it's not sheer.
But I mean, you do have a great body, so
no.
What's something that you notice about someone when you meet them for the first time?
The eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
It's like the eyebrows are talking to me if it's not done well.
How about date? Your ideal date?
I like a guy who's okay. Like if I'm going to be very like okay, what kind of date?
Your ideal date, romantic date, or your ideal first date?
I think my ideal first. Honestly, I'm not very picky with the places, but I think I know I've had a perfect date when I don't want the night to end or the time to end. Then I know that I've had a perfect date. Of course, like. And when I say the personality wise, like I have a very strong nose. So if the person is stinking, I'm like, oh, good night, So the mouth should not be stinky or the body should not be mixed with underarm smell, Not that. I like guys who are tall, broad shoulders. Besides the materialistic stuff, I like a man who is like an alpha, and who's confident and who's loyal.
I kind of agree with everything that you have said just now. The ideal man. Are you more of an extrovert or an introvert?
I'm an extrovert. I think it's quite obvious.
I think I should even ask the question. It's quite clear that you're extrovert. What about your holiday? What is your favorite holiday that you love to celebrate?
My favorite holiday is Christmas because that's when our whole family is together. And my family is such a huge family, but we're just on each other's faces. We fight a lot, but we love to spend time with each other. So Christmas is definitely my favorite time.
And as a makeup artist, do you have any particular artist whom you're inspired by or whom you were inspired by?
As a makeup artist, like not there's nobody specific, but I do admire like these two ladies from Nagaland who I really admire. One is Auntie Jasmina. She owns Heirloom Nagaland. Have you heard of that? I mean, I'm sure everyone's heard of that, right? I really admire her because like she's such a I love self-made woman, and she is like no one can compete her with her networking skills and branding skills. She's amazing. She's self-made woman. So I really admire her, and also I'm because I like to like when I admire somebody, I relate it to what I am doing in life, you know. So I really want to be like her when it comes to my brand, Annalia Beauty, as well, because she's made her brand next level. And then I really admire Afuhekane Jakalu because she's again self-made, and through her NGO, she's like giving so many job opportunities to the youth of Nagaland, and that's what I want to do with my academy as well, where I'm creating job opportunities for my people in my state. So these two women are like my inspiration.
I did read somewhere that brave women are attracted to brave women. I believe the goodness that you're talking about, both of them, is there in you. That's why you're attracted to them as well.
I don't know.
Do you have any phobias or fears?
Yeah, I'm scared of cats and darkness.
Cats? Did you say cats?
Cats, yeah.
So does that mean that you're a dog person?
I'm a dog person.
Do you have any pets?
I actually lost I would say it was my son actually, like 4 years ago. So ever since then, I didn't keep any other pet because I felt like I was betraying Hugo. But yeah, he was the cutest dog in the world.
Rest in peace, Hugo.
Yes.
But do you have any plans of owning any pets in your time?
I don't think I would because I just feel like I'll be betraying Hugo. So I don't think I would ever.
Ever?
I don't think so.
Then if you could switch lives with one person for a day, who would it be?
Oh my God. Who do I say? There's so many people that would want to switch my life with. But I cannot think of anybody right now.
Maybe among your friends or family, anyone?
Actually, you know what? I would like to switch my life with my mom just to see like what she's going through because she has so much pressure like from the society after we lost my dad, and she has. So I want to know what she's going through so that I can go into her brain and kind of help her out. So yeah, I think my mom.
Since you're mentioning about your mom, I would like to give you this opportunity to give a message to your mom and your family, if you'd like to say anything.
Well, I talk to them so much that they didn't need to hear this. But yeah, like I fight a lot with my family, and sometimes I'm short-tempered, but I just love them so much. I'm sure they know that. And my mom, she's the biggest supporter. Like, I think she's the best mother in the world, not because she's my mom, but with everything that I do with my personal life, with my professional life, she's always been my backbone, and she's the man in my life now. So I love you, Mom.
Beautiful. Very well said. How about advice? What is the best advice that you've received so far?
The best advice that I've received so far is from my dad actually. He said that you'd rather be a big fish in a small pond than to be a small fish in a sea.
Oh, interesting.
So that's also one of the reasons why I decided to shift my base to Nagaland and help the people in my own state and grow as well.
Would you credit him for being where you are right now? Because
definitely,
because of his advice, you came back to Nagaland. So
yes, and also with my when people ask me how I became so professional and how I am where I am today, I have to give all the credit to my dad because when I was growing up, after my school, I was in my college. At that time, my dad was in Delhi all the time because at that time he was in the parliament. So we were spending so much time together and I was learning so much from him because that was my main part where I was growing and learning business and learning the professional way, you know. So I have to give my whatever I am today to my dad.
if you were to devote the rest of your life to philanthropy, which social cause would you choose?
I would choose women and children. I would, because we actually did. So through my friend who is also working WHO, me and my friend, we worked with Grace and Care Foundation, where we headed the project for creating vaccine awareness among the state. I know this will have a lot of backlash because not everyone believes in the COVID vaccine, but you won't believe it, like, so my friend, she was saying that we increased the vaccine awareness by 68%, which is the best project that WHO has seen in the country. And Nagaland was the worst.
The worst?
Yeah. And I was so proud that we did such a great job with this program.
So there's more to you than just makeup and travel. There is
I have huge shoes to fill.
You're already on the journey as well, right?
I am trying to get there to make my dad proud. And of course my mom.
Well, we at Hills FM and all our listeners wish you all the very best, and we would love to see you succeed even more than where you are right now.
Thank you very much.
Now, Anna, thank you so much for sharing your views, opinion, giving us that little window into your life as well. We're so grateful for your time. However, is there any advice that you would like to give out for those who are interested in joining this industry?
Yes. First thing, this industry or any industry, the most important is consistency. There are times when you'll feel like there's no clients, there's no customers, but you have to remain consistent. That's the most important. Consistent and hard work. Of course, you have to pray, because I don't believe in luck, I believe in prayers. So consistency is, so I can't even emphasize on how important consistency is. Also, when you start, if you are planning to grow on a larger scale, instead of micromanaging, you have to have assigned work to, maybe it's just you and you can have 2 other people, but you should know how to assign work, because if you micromanage, you cannot handle everything. I mean, that is if you want to grow on a larger scale.
Thank you so much once again, Anna, for your time and for sharing your expertise with us.
Most welcome. Pleasure to be here.
And I look forward to having another interview with us again very soon.
Sure.
So listeners, there you have it. That was a very beautiful and talented Annalia Zhimomi. To keep updated on her life, on her journey, on her travel adventures as well, make sure that you follow her on Instagram and on YouTube as well, Makeup by Annalia. So listeners, keep tuning into 90.8 Hills FM. This is your RJ Temsu.